Alright, so these are the weapons that I was using that day when I hit 1 million damage on Echo. But crazy enough, I actually didn't have Echo's weapon leveled up to 130. I actually had it at level 70. So I'm pretty sure if I went in there and tried it again, I would probably hit a little bit more. But anyways, I had a 6-star Nim and a 6-star Claudia. I am a Volt main. I plan on going all the way with Volt. So I do have a lot of stats built into Volt, and I did fully go into Nemesis because that is what I'm wanting to go for. I have Claudia to pretty much help amplify that. She also can give Grievous. So there are other ways. There are some ways that I got that damage. Anyways, so I have Nemesis 6-star. So you guys know with Echo, I'll have the Volt Resonance. You also know that I'll have the 15% from the S5 because I have the S6. So I'm getting the 15% extra attack, right? I do have the chips on her, so I'm getting a 12% increase whenever I heal. And I'm pretty sure I did a heal on her right before I did the discharge, right? I could have just dashed or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure I'll assume that this was there as well. As another supporting weapon, I had Claudia. I do have Claudia's S5, which boosts skill damage, but I don't think that this actually works because this is weapon skill. So I believe it only works for the weapon skill where we were using discharge. But what I do have of Claudia that is boosting that discharge is the Claudia chips. I have come to love these. I just have the base chips, and I get a 58% increase of discharge skills. So I do see this as a matrix set that if you are wanting something really, really bursty, this is a matrix set that you want to have on a supporting character because I have not seen any other set really give you that crazy of a discharge because this one specifically works on that. And then you end up making your team kind of a discharge spam to get a lot of damage out. And that's pretty much what I do with the Echo setup, right? So that pretty much explains that. And on Echo, of course, we have a couple of things that work and a couple of things that weren't working. The S1, I did not have that because we did not do a shatter. The S3, I'm not sure if I popped my skill before I did the discharge. I'll have to go back and look at the VOD. I haven't really paid attention to this part. But if I did, that's a 5% increase. And I'm pretty sure the target was Grievous because I have a physical weapon and another person has a physical weapon. So I'm pretty sure I got a 10% increase if I did. And it says it after hitting the target with Moon Chaser, increase the user's attack. Effect can be stacked up to 3 times by hitting multiple targets. There was only Valkyrie there, so it would have only been like a 10% increase. But with multiple enemies, this would be, a pretty large increase for you for like just doing like joint ops or something like that, right? Now, the biggest portion of it is this S6. The S6 is one of the reasons why I even wanted to do the build, because discharge skills deal more damage the further it travels, up to 100% more damage. So I'm just like up here just chunking this like spear at enemies, and it's pretty crazy because like she lifts herself up in the air already whenever you do the discharge. So, you can get a little distance, but I try to like run away, jump up, then it lifts me up and then chunk it. That way I can get a lot more damage, right? Now the chips that I end up using with her is 2-piece Crow, 2-piece Tsubasa. 2-piece Crow is obviously to get a larger crit, right? We all know that this is something that everybody can get. These are chips that aren't, completely out of there. But they'll just give me a bigger crit whenever she's lower than 60%. And where I hit the 1 million on Valkyrie, she was lower than 60%. She was pretty much almost dead. And then the Tsubasa chips, the reason why I use these is because increased damage up by 14% when there are no enemies within 4 meters. So we already know that we want to be far away with Echo, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be 4 meters away from the enemy whenever we're throwing that discharge to get the maximum damage. And that's what you want to do. You want to be a little away just chunk that spear when you have the discharge and then go right back into battle. So this does help out. I know a lot of people kind of fed these chips or got rid of these chips, but I actually have a use for them, and it's pretty nice because I know some people have these chips sitting around. So it's a use for them, right? And so the kind of how you want to, in a way, I guess, like set this up. I don't have any enemies, but you always want to make sure, of course, that you have your electrodes down if you use Nemesis. If you don't have Nemesis, I'm kind of sorry. Nemesis is like one of the best ways to amplify a Volt user, right? So I always make sure I have the 2 electrodes down. I don't have my discharge, right? And then I make sure that I just do a skill on Claudia. Now I have a 58% boost to the enemy that I'm attacking, and then I just make sure to do discharge. That's simply it, right? The relic set I was using at that time was, Kuwant and Hologram Protector, but Hologram Protector has nothing to do with hitting the 1 million, but Kuwant, you guys know that Kuwant does give a damage buff, so I was rocking that. Can't remember if anyone had the Space-Time Rift. I don't think they did at that point for health, but I do know that I had Kuwant, and I also had the, let's see if I can, I don't know if you guys know, but there is a yam food that is purple that helps you out if you're a Volt user. This food right here, I was also using this food. Increase Volt attack by 2% and Volt attack by 150 for 1200 seconds. So I was using that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I was using on the build. Samir trait as well. That's pretty much everything I was using on the build. I just wanted to go ahead and make a video just kind of telling you guys everything that I had. Also, be sure to know, this is not really part of the build, but this is just, you know, something part of Frontier Clash. You do get a buff whenever you're with crewmates, and I was with 3 other crewmates, so that did help also amplify the damage. Even without Frontier Clash, she's still gonna hit like for 500, 600,000. And if you're in anything like Void Rift or stuff like that, you saw the clips I hit for like 1 million, 2 million. So you can still do damage in other places, right? You can still go to Joint Ops and hit a 500, 600K crit if you have everything that I have. If not, you're still gonna hit for like 200,000 or 300,000. So just know that there was a Frontier Clash buff going on. So if you are playing with your crew, this is something funny and kind of memeing to do. But for some of you, it might be like really amazing because you might be an Echo main or a Volt main. You know, you might want some of that TN lane early access. So I completely understand. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this build. If you want to see more crazy stuff like this, catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv, LuckyLex Gaming. That is where all of this happened. And you can catch a carry. Oh my god. I do Frontier Clash carries, Void Rift carries on Solaris. So all you gotta do is just join the stream. I have a whole queue system and everything for it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. LuckyLex out.